check the sag, make sure that the spring rate and the air pressure is set for your weight.
Yep.
So I'll get you to hop on the bike. So for the back, we're looking for 30% sag. Could vary a bit depending on the bike we're running at. This one is 30, and in the front, 20 to 25% is what's recommended for most of the main brand core. So can you stand up and put your feet on the pedal? Just bounce a couple times, let the suspension settle. That's good. And then bring those tracers down. And it'll hold on the frame. And you can step off the bike. I got you. So this one's a 65 millimeter stroke in the back. Am I right?
Yep.
Yeah, it is. Okay. So we're gonna check and see what we're looking at for 65, which is pretty much a third of your stanchion showing. So that's 20 mil. 65 or about 25% sag. Depending on how you like the bike, that's pretty close.
Yeah, you're bang on at 30%. 20 mil or something?
65 at 30%. That's exactly what it is for 30%. So the pressure is right. If it was like a little bit too much sag, we would add some air pressure. Less sag, we would reduce some air pressure to get your 30% sag. For the front, 20% sag is quite nice on that, because to 25, depending if you like something a little bit smoother for small bumps, it's good to have a little bit less sag, so you keep your geometry and of your bike and keep the front end a little bit taller. So we're at 34. That's a 160 or
170.
170. So needs a bit of help here. Bang on 20% at 34 mils. So we got the sag good. So once the sag's right, if we start with the fork, if you find you're reaching the bottom too quick, too hard, we're gonna add some volume spacers and go back to that pressure that give you that 20% that you like. Same for the back. If you reach the bottom too fast, we're gonna add volume spacers. If you're not getting the full travel, we're gonna reduce the volume pressure. That's if you don't have any assist with the high speed and low speed compression. We're gonna start with volume spacers on that. Now, because with your fork you have high speed, low speed compression, it's good to utilize that. If you think about high speed compression, is basically manage the velocity that hits the front wheel.
Yep.
So at higher rates, at higher impact, your fork wants to go through the travel quicker. So with the high speed compression, you can actually have more support. So it's like holding the shim in place and keeping the shim to flex too much and let all the oil go and having like a quick impact, right? So with this one here, everything with Fox counts from fully closed, and then you count how many clicks back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is what you had the fork set up at. From there on, you can fine tune 1 or 2 click. If you find you're using a travel too quick, we're gonna add 1 more click. If you're not, if it feels too firm on bigger hit, you dine it back 1 click.
Yep.
The low speed compression, this is basically what you give to the bike. So impact, if you're braking and using a lot of travel, by turning this a little bit more, it actually holds the fork a little bit taller, so you're not losing your travel under braking. You stay nice and tall, keep your geometry of your bike, longer travel for when that impact's gonna come.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's the rule of thumb on the high speed and low speed compression. And then from there, once you're happy with like your sag, your high speed and low speed compression, you can look at your rebound, and you want something that actually comes back to the full travel as quick as possible without like bouncing around. Because if it's start packing down, you're losing travel and doesn't have time to recuperate and get to full travel when the next spot's going to come, right? So the rebound's pretty good. Same for the back as well.
You want to balance.
You want to balance.
Yeah.
How's the overall rebound feeling on yours?
Yeah, it seems to be tracking all right. It's a fairly new bike. It's fairly fresh, so haven't put too many miles on this one. But yeah.
It doesn't feel like it's bucking you or anything like that?
No.
Still sticking to the ground?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's about it.
Nice.
Yeah, good man.